Glenn, and I just wanted to share with you some thoughts around personal responsibility. I'm out cycling, 7:30 in the morning on this beautiful Saturday, and the evidence is all around. I mean, there's just like trash everywhere. It doesn't need to be this way. It really all began for me, I guess, at the beginning of the COVID lockdown, and we suddenly didn't have to go into the office anymore. I found myself with a couple of extra hours every day on my hands. So, I mean, I've always been kind of like a keen environmentalist, but never really personally engaged. I was aware of the issues, but then, so in the local area where I lived, I mean, there's beautiful little country lanes around the area, and I used to go for walks quite a lot with either myself or my kids. And then lockdown, suddenly I had the ability to go kind of every day, and really just the state of the countryside around where I lived, the amount of rubbish that was just everywhere. It was extremely frustrating, and I was sort of walking around, shaking my head, going, "Oh, somebody should do something about this. This is outrageous. It shouldn't look like this. Pay my taxes. Where's the council? Where's all of the proper people who should be dealing with this?" And then gradually it just occurred to me that all I'm doing is just complaining and saying it's somebody else's problem. So I went from somebody should do something about this to, well, I should do something about this. So one day I just went and bought some bin bags and some gloves, and I started picking up stuff as I went around on my walk, thinking kind of naively that, yeah, a couple of bags should do it, And I think on the first day I collected somewhere between 8 and 10 bags of rubbish just in the first 30 yards. Just stuff that had been ingrained and years and years and years of neglect for the countryside, and it kind of like spiraled from there, really. I started doing that a couple of times a week, and here we are, like 2.5 years later, and literally thousands of sacks of rubbish later. I've suddenly become part of sort of a movement, which was unexpected, I guess, when I started. I was publishing what I was finding on my Facebook page, and I started getting quite a lot of traction on Facebook, people liking what I was doing, and then people would stop in and say hello when I was walking around in the mornings picking up stuff. I became a bit of a local celebrity, also probably a bit of a local lunatic, according to some people, because the idea of picking up after yourself seemed to be alien to quite a lot of people. The tradition here seems to be, once you've finished with something, you throw it out the window of your car and that's it, it's gone, it's dealt with. That's the end of your responsibility. But I noticed a groundswell of change now. There is a huge change of attitude, and through the work I've been doing, I've come into contact with a lot of other organisations who think similarly, and they're trying to organise to put pressure on the government and the council to actually enforce the laws which we have here. And then through iGen, my work with iGen, I've had the opportunity to organise quite a lot of large-scale initiatives with volunteers from the gaming company primarily, to come out and do large-scale cleanups and gain publicity and get a lot of attention. And it's been a very positive experience, honestly, and something I intend to carry on doing. I've been working in advertising and marketing my whole life. For 40 years in London, Stockholm, Malta, and there's no denying the power of an idea, a simple idea, to get people to understand some complex ideas. But I mean, personal responsibility is not a complex idea, but it can be hard to get people to understand exactly what it means. And I don't think Nike could put it better, really. Just do it. That's what it comes down to. It's like, oh my God, I'm so frustrated with the way things are. Somebody should do something about it. And it's like, no, I should do something about it. And it's that simple. Put on a pair of gloves, pick up a bin bag, and do something about it. It makes a huge difference. yourself and to the environment at large. It might feel sometimes it's hopeless and overwhelming, but you inspire other people, and gradually you change behaviors. People understand that things don't need to be this way. There's no reason why the world needs to be in the state it's in at the moment. I think people just haven't understood that it's down to me, down to my actions. What I do makes a difference. You might think, oh, this one plastic bottle or this one bag of crisps in the environment, it's nothing. But it is, because it's a million people with the same idea. That's how it happens, that's how it starts. Change your behavior.